everybody, welcome to our Wednesday show. I'm here this morning with the fabulous Jess who's producing and Kat who's demonstrating for us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
I'm all good.
Have you done anything interesting for this week so far?
Oh, I had a very interesting last week.
Oh, why?
So Wednesday was my last day when I was here with you last week, and then on Thursday my brother treated my two eldest boys to a limo ride for a late birthday present. Friday was really interesting. Me and Natalie got to go and tour Strange Ways Prison with my husband.
Of course.
Thursday night I had Buffy the Vampire Show. No, Friday night I had Buffy the Vampire Show. Saturday I got the extreme honour of watching Wigan win the World Club Challenge. Surprised if any voice left. And on Sunday I was at telly, so I have had an extremely busy few days.
Busy. Yeah. And it's just I've just remembered, and it's not great for the live show, that me and Kat wrote Friends last week because of her and Natalie going out on Friday because I wanted to go with her. And now I don't know if I can continue the show.
Well, we can do it again.
No, of course.
They're doing more. So
yes, definitely.
We can take you back.
Well, we hope you're not too tired for the show. We've got a fabulous one coming up. It's our new Crafting with Hunkydory magazine, which we love. It's here and it is fabulous. But first, let's run this week's Win It Weekly. So this week, our lucky winners can be in the chance of winning this pop-up boxes concept card kit, which is just amazing. And for everybody that loves concept cards, there's something super exciting coming up next week. But first, there's going to be 6 lucky winners and we'll announce them on Friday. And all you have to do is like, share and comment the answer to this question. The Stained Glass Knight was the very first CGI animated character for what live action film? Was it A, Jurassic Park, is it B, Gladiator, or is it C, Young Sherlock Holmes? I don't know. I mean, I've watched Jurassic Park, but then I've not watched the other 2 films, so I can't say.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. I know which one I think it's not, but the other 2 I don't know.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you think. If we've got any film fanatics in our viewers today, then let us know your answers. But today, it's our Crafting with Hunkydory day. So just let's have a look at the pack shop before we move on, because this is just amazing. This is everything you get for £9.99. You get the amazing magazine, you get the free gift, a deluxe card collection, a mask, double-sided papers, and then we've got free gifts over on the hub. But before we delve into it and show you some sneak peeks, let's run the VT. How beautiful are those cards? The free gift is so lovely in the magazine, and I thought, because we've got one of our designers that's from Scotland, I thought maybe she's had something to do with this free gift, but I don't think she has, unless she just put the idea out there. But let's just have a look. So it's so exciting when this arrives with us because we all just have a sit down and have a quick nosy through the magazine. So it's £9.99. You can get a little bit extra if you sign in. But of course, if you want to join our Diamond subscription, then you can get this for £47.95, and it includes 6 issues. And you get your Diamond membership as well with that, so that gives you an extra 10% off the website. But let's just have a look at some of the pages that I just wanted to flick through and not give anything too much away. So of course we've always got a crafty chat in each of the magazines where we get to see what you guys have been up to. And then something that's coming tomorrow, which we're all excited about. How amazing. So look at all those cards that you can craft along with if you get the kit. That's coming tomorrow. And then this, look at Easter projects. How lovely. Get you prepped for the Easter holidays. And then this time, we always have the inserts available on the hub, but we're also giving you, is it No, you can print it on parchment or you can print it on normal, but it's a picture perfect sheet of this fabulous cow. And then we've also got a free little template there, birthday, which we've not done before, but it's there in the magazine. So if you've got our craft wire at home, you can use this template and make your own cards. And I think that's all I wanted to show you, because I didn't want to give too much, because if you are at home and yours has arrived and you're wanting to look through, I don't want to spoil anything. But I do want to confirm everyone who is waiting, they have been shipped. So if you get the subscription, it is on the way to you. It's left our building. So fingers crossed, all we need now is Royal Mail to be super speedy, and yours will be with you very soon. But let's just have a look at the free gift in detail. So how lovely is this? It's all Matastic. It's, look at those fabulous animals. Look at that otter. So it's all set in like the Scottish Highlands, and we've used all those nice animals that you can see. And I like on this topper at the bottom there, there's like a ripped texture around that duck. And just, it'll look so nice if you wanted to add any other sort of ripped, nice textures to your card making. Beautiful textures on those water there. Just imagine if you were going to get your inks out, create a very fancy background, and then just rip little parts of this to add into it. It's going to look lovely. And then we were just talking about this before we started. This is a little wildcat.
A Highland wildcat, yeah.
Highland
Scottish wildcat.
And all the little stripes on him have been foiled, so it's really beautiful in person. We've got a little Scotty dog there, an owl, tags there at the top as well. Beautiful. And of course, we couldn't do this without adding some tartan in. Beautiful purple design. They've foiled the borders so you can snip into them really easily. Have you enjoyed crafting with this cat?
I've absolutely loved it. I don't know if people know about this about me, but I've spent an awful lot of time in the Highlands of Scotland. It's where my nana and grandpa were from. So when growing up, I spent all my holidays in the north of Scotland, in the Highlands. So this just feels like a trip home to me. I absolutely love it.
Oh, I didn't know that. Look at that. Fabulous. Really dark colours with this, but I think it looks so nice. And there's some like wood textures here, that beautiful red squirrel at the bottom. And then, is this one your favourite by any chance? Will you be crafting with this one today?
No, because I'm going to use the cow parchment instead, and I didn't want to go cow. As much as I'd love to, I might get in trouble, so.
Well, everyone at home is like, not again, not another cow. There's a sentiment on this one that says, have a moveless day.
Well, I might pinch that for my card, but.
And as well, when I was looking through, on these little, I don't know if you can see here, they've got tiny little animals on those strips there, which are so cute. And then last few here, a nice traditional green tartan and foil detailing along the top there. And then how stunning is that with that texture behind. So that is the deluxe card collection, Highland Wildlife, which I think we can all agree is absolutely beautiful. But we've also added some extras to the hub. So I'll show you these first. So this is the picture perfect sheet that we've done. So we've printed it out in parchment so you can see exactly what it looks like on there. And in the magazine, Natalie makes a project with it on the parchment. Oh, and I've lost my other piece to show you. Oh no, it's here. And there, we printed it out on just some normal glossy card there, glossy paper, so you can see just what you can do with it. So I'll just quickly flick through these inserts just so you can see. So it's just those animals, slightly muted. All that space is left for you to put your own greeting on. Stamp on them, add some of your verses if you like. But we've got 8 designs for you. And of course, being digital, you can print them out as many times as you like. And then our double-sided paper. So we've got 4 of these, all fancy tartan designs in really nice colours, and then a mottled texture on the back. So that could be like grassy scenes there if you wanted to use it for that. I've got that nice blue tartan, and there's a purple. And I think I really like this one.
Isn't it lovely?
Yeah, it really is. But I like all the dark colours.
Yes, I'm the same.
And then there's those gorgeous colours on the back and different sort of mottled textures. And last up for the free gift with this magazine, which are all worth in total over £15 from amazing value, is this 6x6 inch tartan mask. So that is going to look amazing, and you can use your own colours on here, your own tartan colours, just a really fabulous background for you to use. So let me just show you some of the cards before we move on to Kat. So is this the project in the magazine that Natalie created?
I think so.
Oh, nice. So how, she made a nice little frame, which, oh yeah, that looks really good.
I think that's coming home with me.
And here we go. So we've got using that mask on there as well, and just using different sort of colours of tartan as well, and it doesn't look too much, it just looks really pretty. Got those little otters there. I thought that was a cat flap then. It's not. That red squirrel, using that cardstock for your corners, and then just adding the toppers there. It's a nice and easy way to create a beautiful card. And then look at this one. Favourite, it's definitely my favourite, I love it. So love it. Right, so let's come to you. What are you making this morning?
Well, you'll be glad to know we are going with the stag, and I had to pick this one because I mentioned about my time in Scotland before, and this lovely one here, we have a castle just across the road from where we called Brodie Castle, and it just really reminds me of it. Spent so much time there, so I had to use this one. If Mum's watching, she'll know exactly what I'm on about. So let's go. So we're going to start with the gold mirror base, and we're going to make, like, it's going to be an 8" by 8" card, but it's kind of going to have a stepper based within it. So I think I've done one like this once before for you, but it's just to show how you can do it across different topper sets. So we'll start with 8 by 8, and then I'm going to take this and we're going to work from the side with our stag on, and we're going to cut this down to 3 notches under the 8 by 3 notches under the 8.
Imagine living in a castle like that. Is it a castle?
Yes, yeah. If I put my toolbox, I've put it behind me. There we go.
Oh, I think you need to upgrade your toolbox, Kat.
Do you think?
Absolutely.
I need to get a fancy shiny one.
Yeah.
Let's just get this base down, and then we can start working on our fancy bits.
Oh, Donna has said on Facebook, really loving the Scottish touch to this. Can't wait till it drops through my door.
It's such a lovely collection. It's so universal. You could be able to use it for male cards, for female cards. It's going to take you throughout all the seasons. It's absolutely stunning. I think it's one of my favourite magazine kits that we've done. So next I'm going to take a 4" by 4" card blank, and I'm just going to make this into a little easel. So I'm just going to cut up, I'm going to open it out, and then I'm going to take about 3/4 of an inch off each side up to the score line, just to make a little easel. And then the same on the other. And we'll just trim these down. So I like to go just bit on the score line, and then it gives me a nice clean finish when I put my mat and layer on. And then you can just fold this front smaller part in half now, and that's going to create our easel. Fold that in half. I'm going to go back to my cardstock, and I'm just going to trim this down to 3 notches under the 4", and then I'm going to cut 2 sections from this. Again, 3 notches under the 4. Both of them. I've gone ahead and I've pre-cut a gold mirror mat for this to 4" by 4", and this is just for the base of our card. Take that round there. Pop that on. And I know it seems like I'm doing a million different random things at the moment, but they all will come together, I promise. So we're going to pop this on.
Have you done this style before? Is it a new thing?
I've done it once before, I think, with the Christmas Gnomes collection.
Yeah.
So it's not something we do a lot, but it is really nice when you've got the nice like toppers and stuff to do it, just for a different style. So that is going to be my easel. So I'm going to take out my topper here. I'm going to take out that middle frame, keep the topper and the outer frame. And then all I'm going to do, if you just add some tape to the back of your frame here and place it onto that matching paper, stick it down and then cut it out, you're going to end up with something that looks like this. And that just gives me a solid background to be able to place my easel onto. So that is what I'm going to do there. I'm just going to cut this down a little bit. We need a little bit more room. Bit more construction glue. You could do this on a foam pad if you wanted to, but I'm doing foam pad on my next layer, so I'm going to keep this quite flat. I'm going to put this in the position I kind of want it to sit, and then I know we're in the right place. So I'm just going to pop that so it's in the middle there, and then I'm going to add some foam pads to the bottom here. So if you were just wanting to do a mini card, you could just do this as it is, put a little sentiment at the bottom and leave it as that. But I'm just trying to extend it into something a little bit bigger to make more of a statement.
We've got a question on YouTube by Dorothy. Can you tell me, please, will I, as a Diamond member, receive the magazine automatically? No, you won't. If you're a Diamond member, you don't get the magazine automatically. But if you have signed up to our subscription, you will get the magazine sent out to you, and also be a Diamond membership at the same time. So it depends which option you have gone for. If you've got the subscription, then your magazine is already out on the way to you. But if you're a Diamond member, you do still have to buy it. I hope that helps.
So we're just going to pop that onto there. Then I'm going to take this second layer that we had, and just to add a bit more interest down here, we're just going to fussy cut around those branches, just to give a little bit more detail. So we're really using all of this cardstock for this card, but I think it's such a beautiful collection, and it is a free gift at the end of the day. You can afford to be a little bit more luxurious with the amount of card that you're using. So we're just going to take that round there, cut another little strip. Cut this to 4 inches, and then I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I want this to go. I just want it to kind of go up to that gold line. It doesn't have to go the whole way. So if I work from the back, that'll give me a better indication. So I'm going to pop this down here. If I take this, so I'm just making sure I'm missing those lowest points from where I've cut to, just so it keeps it on theme. We should get that kind of effect. And then once we've done this, it's just about decorating it up with like our sentiment toppers. But I think it just gives you such a different kind of look of card. Really fun playing around with. Back to my foam pads. And then just playing those two off against each other, I think is really, really cute. So go back to our topper. And what have we got here? We've got our lovely deer again. So we might bring him down the bottom here to work like as our... and we've got Happy Father's Day. And I might put that one up the top, or I might put them both down here, and then we've got all these elements here. So let's just go on with these two. Some more foam pads. So because it's got to bridge this gap here, I'm just putting a foam pad at the top and the bottom, and then that will sit nice and proud above there. So we'll go Happy Father's Day. It's such a regal card for a dad, isn't it? For a father.
Yeah, it really is.
I'll put this here. And then if we've got some, I'm just going to go in and pin a couple of these gold circle gems just in this top corner. Again, I like making cards that are going to be cards that you can't buy at the shop, and this is certainly one of those. You're not going to find a shape like this anywhere. They're going to know you've taken the time and the effort to make this especially for them. And there we go.
Oh, it's beautiful. A lot of love already, even when you just started with this card coming through the comments. Such a nice proud stag, isn't he?
And that's it. I wanted to give him his moment, and I think he really gets it on this card.
Just thinking that's my house there behind. I live the life of luxury.
Lady of the manor.
Absolutely. So thank you so much. So with
welcome.
our free gift, as you know, you get 4 toppers, you get your foil cardstock and your printed cardstock, but with a free gift you can't buy it anywhere else, and we want that gift to last. So we thought we need to start making some extra essentials that you can grab and you can make your free gift go even further. So we've added some extras, and this time we've got some adorable scorable here. So a Highland Wildlife Matastic selection. So of course Matastic, because that free gift is Matastic, so you can cut into this, you can rip into it, you can stamp on it if you like. So there's 24 sheets in here for £9.99 in all those fabulous colours. We've got those dark greens, earthy greens as well, and some nice brown. So you can see already that these are the colours that are running throughout that kit. They're going to go perfectly with it. Look at that really nice orchid purple there, and some of softer colours as well, which you can see throughout the free kit. There is some beautiful flowers, and we was having a little bit of fun going through the flowers yesterday, and I was naming all sorts of flowers, and I just couldn't get it right. I'm not amazing with my flowers. A nice deep blue there and a blue ice, so perfect colours, and for just £9.99 that's easy to add into your basket. And then we've got some Matastic foiled cardstock as well, again £9.99. You're going to get 16 sheets in this. All foiled edge to edge, so we've got beautiful trailing leaves there, all foiled in gold. And again, you can just see it in a nice purple colour as well. These are going to make really lovely backgrounds. You can pop your toppers onto this. You can use the double-sided papers and mat and layer with them. Look at that really nice print there. Again, quite regal, quite fancy. I quite like this one as well. I like this pattern. It looks a bit retro to me.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah, I do. I really like it. And then here we go, another one, just so delicately foiled, but they're going to look beautiful. It's just going to add that extra bit of dimension to your cards when you're crafting with this free kit. A subtle, very subtle checked pattern there. You can pass that off for a little bit of tartan in beautiful colours. And we've got this, look at that in that beautiful icy blue colour. I think as well, I quite like the foiling on the brown. Maybe I'm just not ready for springtime crafting yet. Who knows? And is this a thistle?
I would say so.
Yeah, are we going with a thistle?
Maybe a bit of cow parsley.
Oh, see. Oh, this is nice as well.
Those bricks are stunning.
Oh, great. So that's £9.99 or £9.49 if you're a club, or £8.99 if you're a diamond member. But then, isn't this cute? Oh, I think I was meant to show this one first. Look, I always forget when I see them on the computer just how cute and sweet our pocket pads are. Adorable. It's £4.99. I think we've had Kat designing the cover here. It's like,
Kat is blown away because Kat has not seen this.
have you not seen
No!
this? Look,
It's cute.
it's like you've come in and everyone's been brainwashed and we're doing more and more cows. There's going to be
It's working.
There's going to be cows.
I just sit there sending out cow signals all day, every day. It's working.
It is working. So those lovely wild animals here. Look at that really cute red squirrel. And the otter, and it's got a little baby otter there. So these are all A7 sized, 64 pages in the pocket pad. And there's going to be 16 designs. Look at him with his little flower on his head. I know. Absolutely adorable. Little family of sheep. And you can see we've got that like lilac purple colour in the flowers that are just coming out, popping out in quite a lot of the images as well. Perfect for just brightening them up. Oh, so sweet. I can't believe you've not seen this.
No, I didn't know this existed.
Look at him.
So cute.
Oh, I keep wanting him to turn it the wrong way. And there we go.
Barn owl.
Oh, beautiful.
The puffin. So cute.
I've just seen as well a comment to my right saying, love this pocket pad. I mean, how can you not?
Isn't it gorgeous?
So just think of all the things you can do with these extra images as well. So you don't have to use all the toppers in the free collection. You can really spread it out when you get some extra essentials as well. Let me show you some of the cards, some more cards to inspire. A little puffin, and then we've got that little, is this one a little castle? Yes, down there. Added a bit of acetate to this one, which is really nice. It's just a really cute way to add some extra toppers and a bit more dimension on that side. And then using that mask as well. Cute, cute, cute. Oh, see, I quite like these little sized ones.
Yeah.
They're really cute. Adding 3 square toppers there, just so perfect. Oh, this is a cat flap.
Yay!
Yay! And then Rachel has done some fussy cutting with the pocket pad, and she has just built up this puff in there, added a bit of a decoupage element to it. But perfect, so just really easy ways of using all that Highland wildlife free gifts. But can we come back to you, please?
You certainly can. So let's play around. Let's bring in a bit of this foiled cardstock. So I'm going to concentrate on my duck topper this time. And we are going to create an aperture on this card. So let's start with my printed cardstock. And we're going to cut down to 3 notches under the 7 in both directions, making sure that your duck's on your right hand side. Already cut a gold mat and layer, but before I do anything else, I'm going to fussy cut around my duck so I can get my die underneath so we can create a little aperture. So I'm going to I'm not going right up to the edge of the duck, I'm just going to leave a couple of mil border, but I'm going to start at just where his back meets the border here, and we're going to bring this around.
I've just seen a really good comment on Facebook, Kat.
Yeah.
It's by Gaz Dodwell. Morning, everyone. I was terrible with the issue that Starbound Wonder was in. I bought 5 copies of the magazine just for the gift. That's the thing about the free gifts. They're not available. So if you love it, then the magazine is the only way to get it.
Absolutely. So we're just going to come round the beak and then round his little breast here, and I'm just going to take it a little bit further down to this border here, and then I'm going to find where, and you see he pops out there somewhere. I should have my circle die. It's disappeared. Have we got some nesting dies in here?
I'm not sure, but we can ask
Let's
Becca.
have a look.
Have we got a little dye thief?
Yeah, one about the size of the frame. We might have one in here.
Oh,
I don't know where it's gone.
See.
We'll make something work, don't worry.
We all like to tidy up in this room, and that's what happens. We tidy up and then we can't find anything. It's always
No,
the
I
same.
did have one in my...
Have we got one?
Let's have a look.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry about
Thank
that,
you.
guys. Thank you.
There you go.
So, just going to use your nesting dies, and I'm going to find one that's just like in between the size of my frame there, so I know when I pop it on afterwards it's going to sit well. So the first thing I'm going to do is get all these layers down on my card blank. I'm going to use my tape because we're running it through the die cutting machine. Now you can do this with construction glue, you just want to make sure that you give it a good amount of time to dry before you do your die cutting. And I'm going to use plenty of this because we've got a lot that we want to stick down. I want to make sure that everything's going to be caught. Then I'll just get my layer on here. And pop that down. And then we are going to pop this through. So you want to stick this down, making sure that you're not putting tape where you're going to want that die to sit. So it might be easier to pop your die in first, where you're going to want it to go. And then you can feel where that die is around the outside. And it's still going to have room to stick that down afterwards. We're going to pop this on here just using your usual matte and layer kind of size border.
Oh, and on Facebook. So I think everybody has realised. Did you see the post we popped out last week, Kat, with the big delivery that arrived?
Yes. Yeah.
So Anne has put, so what was in the boxes delivered on Friday? Well, well. I don't know if we can say, but we have seen so many. There's lots of, all I can say is there's lots of boxes everywhere. If you went into our office, you can hardly see us. There's so many. But yeah, super exciting. That will be next week.
So we're going to pop that on there. Can't find my magnetic shim that I usually use, but we will carry on regardless. Let's bring it in the machine. Take this through, she says. We're going to go. And hopefully this should cut a nice aperture in the centre of my card. Now, it's not gone fully through because there are 3 layers on there, but if we just go in with our craft knife, we can just see where that is marked, and we've got a really good guide then. You could just pop it through again if you wanted to, but it's just as easy to go around with this. You've got to remember, because we've got that, we've got our cardstock, we've got our mirror card, and then we've got our card blank, so there is 3 layers. We're expecting it to cut through there, which is rather a big ask, but you can see once you've got that nice guide, you can just easily go in, pop your craft knife in that little groove, and we just take this all the way around, and that should pop out nicely around there, and we get that lovely duck peeking through the aperture. And then we can go back in with our frame. We might just need to cut a little bit further down so he can come through there now. So just take this a bit further down.
A lot of comments, Kat.
Yeah.
People saying, "Where's Dan when you need to know a secret?" Well, he is on Friday. But all I can say is if anyone's got the catalogue at home that we release in January, it's in there. That's all I can say.
So you have had a sneak peek.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm just going to take my tape around the edge here. To be fair, I probably would have been better with my construction glue because I could do with a little bit of wiggle room, but it is going to stick where it's going to stick now, and that's the end of that. So we're just going to pop this through and under here, just so we are framing that aperture all the way around, and our duck is still sitting proud at the front. Now we're going to need this beautiful foil cardstock to create our background.
Oh, I'm glad you're using this one. I like it a lot.
Just for you, Kelly. So I think I've cut my gold layer to 6.5, if I can remember what I did yesterday, which is not always the easiest thing. So just cut this to 3 notches under by 3 notches under, and then we can have this sat beautifully on the back. I think it's time to fill up my bottle again. And I think it matches really well, this one, because it's almost like waves, isn't it? It's got that beautiful kind of texture. Oop, that's me come to the end of that one. I'm having a running out day today. So we're just going to pop this in the centre, and then we can go back in with our foam pads on our topper.
Oh, that looks so good.
I'm just going to get that sneak peek of it coming through. It's so pretty.
I really like the frame on this with that ripped effect.
Yeah, and it's something you can play to as well. Like you said, if you're wanting to bring in your parchment or just tear the edges of your cardstock, it'd go really, really well if you were using it with like our decollage cards and stuff that we've just brought to you as well.
Oh yeah, of course.
So let's slide this in here underneath. So we've got one duck just sat over the other. Then let's go with You're So Lovely, and especially for you up in the top. And one more on there. So we'll bring that one down to that corner and this one up to the top left. There we go. So just using that beautiful foil card as an accent in the middle.
Oh, it's so
Just
fancy.
shining through. When it's sat, it's really going to catch people's attention. It's so, so pretty.
Yeah. Oh, that cardstock. Oh, it's a must for me. I love it. I really like it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So that's our second demo of the day, but let's just recap on our fabulous magazine that has just launched today. So here it is, £9.99. You're going to get the Crafting with Hunkydory magazine, which is absolutely jam-packed with how-tos, step-by-steps, so much really good, useful crafting tips in there. You're going to get that 12-piece Highland Wildlife Free Deluxe card collection. You're going to get the 6x6 inch mask, 4 double-sided papers, free inserts on the hub, and a free picture perfect sheet. So really amazing value for £9.99. And little sneak peeks as well of what's coming out, and it's just so good. And I was speaking this morning to our editor, and so we've got another magazine to launch in the next few months before we move on to Christmas, and it might be getting a revamp, and we want to know what you guys like in the magazine. Is there anything you want to see more of? Is there anything we don't cover that you would like to get involved in? Is there any more scrapbooking you would like us to touch on? Any sort of projects that you want to see, if you can pop them in the comments and then we can all have a good read after, that would be really amazing. So yes, there's also some other things that are launched today, just some quick little essentials that you might want to add to your basket. So we've got some new sizes of our high tack tape. So we've got these here. So ultra high tack tape. So £9.99. So there's 15 metres in here and there's 5 rolls. So perfect for just adding. I know we all use this as well, just all the time. So it's double-sided, and so this one is our 12 metres by 5 millimetres. And then we've got this bundle here, and this one includes the 5 of each. No, it's got 10, yes, 5 of each size. So 3mm and 6mm. Gosh, that was so hard for me to get out. So if I made any sense then, but yes, get onto the website, have a look at what new sizes we've got and get the mega buy. But let's just have a look at some more of the really pretty cards with this kit, because I just think, and looking by all the comments, I know everyone's just really loving it. So a little bit of fussy cutting there on that beautiful little, are we calling him a rabbit or is he a hare, or she?
Hair, I think those look hair-ish ears.
Hairish ears. This one again, it's even got some little flowers just there on the top of his head. This is the flower we was talking about yesterday. Do you know what this is, Kat?
I can't.
Or can anyone in the comments?
Let me have a look.
There you go. I was coming up with all sorts and I just don't think what I knew what it was.
It's not, it could be foxglove, it could be...
yes, maybe. Yes, I think you're right. But look at the tartan on each side, so really easy, just cutting some panels out there, matting and layering them, and those pearl gemstones match absolutely perfectly. Another easel card, just with a little bit of acetate, so you might have some acetate in your stash, and then that just makes your card blanks and the foil card blanks just go a little bit further. And then one like this, so it's kind of like what you've done.
Yeah, but with like an L, yeah, like a thingy on the front.
Oh, I love it.
Lots of different ways you can use it.
There's so many. And we've added some pictures onto the website. There's lots more inspiration in the magazine. But let's just head over to Kat for the last demo of the day.
Are we back?
Yeah.
Now we bring in the bad boy.
Oh, we've waited.
Let's have a play with this gorgeous, gorgeous Highland cow parchment here, and it has been printed out on parchment here, but you can see the colour payoff is absolutely stunning. What am I going to do? Let's cut this down. So I'm going to do a nice big 8x8 card with this so I can really focus on this big image. And I'm just going to trim this down. I'm going to take away, let's make this should we go 5.5, 3 notches under the 5.5 in that direction. Then go 5.5 by 7.5. I'm thinking it might be a good fit. That's going to cut his feet off a bit, so I'm going to take a little bit more from the skyline here. Playing around so you get the size that you want, and then 3 notches under the 7.5, and then I know I need, when it comes to it, a 7.5 by 5.5 mat and layer, so remind me when we get to that point. But I'm not going to leave this as this is at the moment. What I'm going to do is going to bring in our mask and add kind of my own foiling detail to it. So I'm going to take the mask in the 2 corners and I'm just going to place that where I want it to go. I'm going to secure it down with a bit of masking tape. And your masking tape is going to have 2 jobs here. It's going to hold it in place so it's nice and secure, but it's also going to give you a little bit of extra room for when you're putting your ink down as well, so it's not going to go onto your main image.
A question, I'm not sure if you will know. Can you print onto any sort of parchment, or does it have to be a special type?
We do recommend the printed parchment, but I'm sure Natalie just used the regular type for this.
Yeah, and just let it dry before
just
touching
let it dry, yeah. So I'm just going to really give this a good squidge. This is the Versamark ink. Just into these, and we're going for that kind of rustic look, so it doesn't have to be perfect, but we'll get that through there. Take that off and let's do the bottom corner. Just carefully peel this away from here. she says. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but hopefully by the time we do this again. So let's go down this bottom corner here, and I'm going to do a slightly different angle just so we get that really fun look. I'm just going to place this again over the bottom here, and we're just going to do exactly the same. Give this first mark. You could use a coloured ink for this if you're wanting to see exactly where it's gone to make sure you've got the good coverage. Because we're going over with like a solid gold embossing powder, you can use a colour underneath if it makes it easy for you to see where you've put it. Let's take that off there now. Turn this onto the other side. I know that's a bit thingy. I'm going to take my gold and let's start with the top because that one's been drying a little bit longer. I'm just going to add our embossing powder all over that area there. I'm just going to catch the corners. The same at the bottom. I've kind of run out, so I just kind of like scoop it up. Get it over where I need to do. Make sure everywhere's covered. You should, which I forgot to do on this one, really go and give this a wipe over with your anti-static bag beforehand.
You can tile with this mask, can't you?
You can, yeah. Let me pour this back in here. It's not scooping with the scoop that I wanted, so let's just do this. Just a tiny little bit at the bottom here. I just want to go over.
I didn't hear you say at first when you started with the math that you were going to emboss. So when I first looked, I was like, oh.
You're like, what is she doing?
That's not really a great effect.
Trust the process, Kelly.
I know.
Trust the process.
I'm fully trusting you now.
And then I'm just... There's not much access there, but just because I've not used that anti-static bag, there's just a little bit. I'm just going to wipe away with a dry brush. This is why I always have one in my kit, just in case. It's nothing special, it's just an old paintbrush. And then, let's get out our fancy heat tool. And lock it straight up to 2. Give it a couple of seconds to warm up. And then with it being parchment, I like to go from the back. It's just a habit I've got into, but it turns so quickly. So with your parchments, you don't just need to leave them as there is. You can bring in your own detail. You could be adding your gilding flakes onto this. You could be scoring into them. There's so many different things you can do to add more texture and detail. Turn in there from the back. There you go. And we've just got this beautiful tartan foiling on there now. And I just think it takes it to another level. It's just so much fun. Are you more impressed now, Kelly?
I am, and that's, you know,
we won you over.
That's more up to my standard, you see.
Can actually see what I was doing now.
It's like when somebody comments on you driving when they're not driving, isn't it? And you're like, just be quiet. That's what I'm like.
So my matte layer was 5.5 by 7.5. And we're going to keep the rest of the card fairly simple because we want this to be the main kind of highlight for this. I'm just going to take my tape. I'm going to place my tape behind where I put that embossing in. It's just going to help hide it a little bit more. As we all know, that's the trickiest bit when it comes to using parchment, is the adhesion. So you just work with what you've got, find where's the best place for you to hide it, and it'll be fine. So we've got 2 good points of contact there. And we'll get this down. I'll give that a little wiggle into shape. So I'm going to do a nice big 8x8 card. I'm going to bring in some of the papers. And I'm going to do this to the full size. I'm not going to do a gold border because I think we've got lots of gold elements going on everywhere else. So I'm going to work to start with on this like kind of motley side here. And we'll do this to 8x8. It almost feels criminal using this beautiful tartan as the background, but we will bring a little bit of it in before we're finished. So I'm going to pop that on to my card blank. Picking up all that dust off my page. And then we're going to add him back to this side here. More construction glue. We're going to pop him down there. Now let's go back to our leftover cardstock and let's do like a strip just going down the side. So if we cut this to 1.5, and we know it's 8 inches long. I need to fill this bottle up. It's taking 10 minutes every time I flip it over. Take this down here. So just bring in that pattern back in, and it's just tying together the colours, the themes. It's bringing in that mask.
Oh, that's
I've
nice.
gone ahead and cut out another one of the Highland codes from the Parchment and just matte and layered it onto some gold. I'm going to pop him down the bottom, coming across here, and then we're going to go over to our topper set and we can pick out some of the embellishment. So let's take the ribbon border. We can take the happy birthday strip from here. I think we can go across the top with that one, or should we bring him down the side? Yeah, we'll go across the top. And we'll go edge to edge again with this, so we'll just cut it down to the 8 inches. Just get a nice straight edge on that side first. And then the same here. Take over.
I was just going to say, is that going to
Have
run
I
out?
managed to do this today? Big stock up when I get out of here.
I know. All three have run out.
So let's pop this across there. And then we're just going to finish with that lovely have a moveless day. And I think we'll pop him over the top there, just on a foam pad. I want this stuck on this bit, so I'm just making sure this little thin strip just goes to the bottom edge there. And again, I have spotted some uphill, so we're just going to layer this, and I just like being offsetting my layers a little bit. And take in some gold gems. And let's go with the nice big chunky ones here. I'm going to take this down this side here under the embellishment. Let's fill in this gap here. And then I feel like I need some more. Let's just go down this side here.
What's your favourite card from today, Kat?
I don't know. I like them all. I quite like this one because I like that detail on the the foiling on there, just bringing those extra elements. Oh, now I look at it, now this is my favourite.
That's your favourite. Lovely, thank you. I think everybody has really, really loved all your demonstrations today.
Thank you, guys.
So we need to rename Wednesday show, don't we? Cat, something to do with Cat. Cat's Day, Cat Show, Cat's Live Launch. Thank you so much. So that's all from us today. We hope you've enjoyed the little sneak peek of the magazine, all the fabulous free gifts, and of course those new tapes that are all on the website for you. If you need a little bit more of your Hunkydory fix, we are on Hobby Maker tomorrow, so Pauline's there tomorrow. She's there at 5, 6 and 7. We've got Interlace Fabulous Folds kit, we've got fab adhesives, and also 3 for 2 little books later on. So tomorrow, that beautiful stained glass florals will be live with us in the morning here at 10 a.m. with Natalie and Bex. So tune in to see all the crafty fun with that kit. But that's it from us today. We will see you tomorrow. Thank you. Goodbye.